Hello everyone, my name is Dallas May, and we are back with a week 14. This is a persuasive speech or impromptu speech. Um, Today we're going to be covering the topic, topics. We're going to try and cover two. Number one is, are pit bulls a vicious breed? And should a dog that has bitten someone be executed? Now, I'm not typically a person that likes hurting animals or that likes to have an animal put down in any way or sort of fashion. I love animals, especially little dogs. Um, in my opinion, pit bulls are only dangerous if you make them dangerous. Not all animals and dogs are vicious. Um, Sure, a pit bull can be a dangerous breed if you train it and teach it to be real vicious. Yeah, it can be. And like I said, it's only dangerous or vicious if you make it that way. And there are some pretty disturbed or sick people out there in the world that will actually do that. There are people in the world that like to run dog fighting rings where dogs fight each other to the death, and they breed pit bulls, Rottweilers, all kinds of dogs to fight in a ring to the death, which is pretty barbaric, pretty gruesome and horrible. And I do not wish any dog, especially you, to be put through that. Yes, I know. You're my baby. Now, should a dog that has bitten someone be executed? Well, let's finish the topic with pit bull. I mean, if it is breeded and trained properly to be a good dog, then it's not that vicious. But if you train it to be a vicious dog, then it's kind of a little bit of the owner's fault if it attacks someone, kind of. I mean, if they trained it to be vicious and then they release it on someone and it attacks them, it's kind of a bit of the owner's fault for one, training it, and two, releasing it on the person. Now, back to the topic of, should a dog be bitten after after someone has been bitten by it? Should it be executed? Depends. I mean, when a dog bites a person, the common case scenario is, one, you're in its territory and it doesn't like that. It's kind of almost like a warning bite. For all the people out there that have no trespassing signs or beware of the dog or all those other signs that let people know that you can't come into their property, this video is kind of for you. Now, when a strange person, a person that you have no idea who they are, walks into your front yard, and you have a no trespassing sign and walks onto your property, and you have all those signs and stuff, and you don't want them there, typically you can tell them to leave and all that, but some people out there like to, fire a few warning shots with a gun. And that is pretty much the typical case scenario for when someone is trespassing on your private property. So, firing a couple warning shots in the air with a gun can scare them off. Or having a really big dog can also scare them off too. But for a dog to like warning bite someone, like to let someone know that, hey, you're in my property, you can't be here, I don't want you here, If they bite that person on the leg once or on the arm once or something, just to let you know that you shouldn't be there, I don't think that the dog should really be put down for that. If they're just trying to warn that person that they shouldn't be there, then no, the dog shouldn't really be put down. And not just like one little bite and they back off. Then no, it shouldn't really be put down. But you should let the owner know that they should keep it chained up. That way, in case it were to attack a little kid or something. Now, in another scenario, if the dog is running free, kind of rabid almost, and randomly attacking anyone and everyone, then yeah, the dog should be put down. And like I said, I'm not a fan of putting a dog down. I'm not. And in the past, I've had a few, let's call it experiences, where a dog has attacked me. A couple weeks ago, for example. I prefer not talking about that incident because I almost had to shoot a dog. And it attacked me for no reason, actually. Because I was walking home from a friend's house after returning a tool, and this big, I don't know what it was, is like a pit bull, but like a bulldog mix almost. And it ran up to me and started barking and growling. I tried to ignore it and move on, and the thing bit me on the back of the leg, and it hurt like a motherfucker. In fact, the thumbnail that you see for this video, that's actually the bite. Drew some blood, actually. And I was half tempted to shoot it in case it did charge and attack me again. Because when I was walking home, I was near some houses, so I was taking that as a warning bite, kind of. But I wasn't even in the person's yard or anything, I was beside the road. And when the thing bit me, I had my hand on my gun. That way, in case it did attack me again. Because I didn't even bother it or provoke it or come into its territory, really. I mean, it just ran out of the blue, out of this person's house, ran up to me and bit me. And I told it to get away in case it did charge. I had my hand on my pistol. That way, in case it did attack me again, like for no reason. Because I was taking that one bite as a warning bite. But it did back off, luckily. Anyway, if a dog is randomly attacking people like it's rabid or you released it on someone for no reason, then yeah, I'm not really a fan of hurting animals. Like this little guy, for example. In my opinion, if a dog is rapidly, almost rabid-like, and it's attacking animals or people, then yeah, it should be put down, especially if it's attacking humans for no reason. Because what if it attacked a little kid, for example? I'm pretty sure the parents would have the dog put down. But, in my opinion, if it bites you once, like a warning bite, then move on. Ignore it. But if it's rapidly attacking multiple people for no reason, like it's rabid, then yes, put it down. Anyway, this is Dallas May, signing off.